In today's video, we are taking a deep dive into our next big project, the barn and the attic renovations. I find a mystery object, show you my very favorite view in the entire house, and give you a peek into the future.
Hello. So you know how sometimes there's a really big project that you need to start, but you're a little bit intimidated by how much work it's going to be, how difficult it's going to be, and so you just start procrastinating, putting it off, and just trying to ignore it for a while, and then suddenly there's a lightning bolt, a thunderclap, and you realize that you can no longer ignore the big project, that it's the time to start it. Something just gives you that sign, that final push that it's time to jump in. And this week I was offered the perfect tool to start our next big project. So our next big project is going to be renovating the big barn that is attached to this house and the massive attic that is the entire top floor of this house. And I just got an email from Mileseey Tools asking me if I wanted to test drive their XTAPE 1. It just happens to be exactly the thing that we need to start both of these projects. And so I figure, it's time to dive in. It's time to dive in, guys. Basically, if you guys are new to the channel, here's the deal. I'm a professional circus artist. I bought this house about 5 years ago in the plan of renovating the house and the massive barn and the attic to host international workshops for circus artists and circus students from around the world. And the barn is going to be our main circus studio, our main aerial arts and circus studio. The attic is going to be renovated into a dance/yoga studio. The first step in that process is, of course, figuring out what we're going to do in the renovation. And before I can really figure out a lot of things, I need to know exactly the size and the dimension of both spaces to start to think about what is possible. So I think today's plan is that I am going to head out and measure the barn with the XTAPE 1. It's a good project for me to learn to use this tool and also to make some progress. And then we're gonna come back in, go upstairs, I'm gonna fight off the spiders, and I'm gonna measure the attic with the XTAPE 1 also. So that is the plan. At the end, I'm gonna tell you all of our plans for the renovation, exactly what I have in mind, what I envision. And so you can see, instead of just hearing me talk about it, I'm gonna do some AI renders so that you guys can see what exactly it's going to look like when the renovation is done. So there will be a big reveal at the end of the future. Stay tuned for the future. Future. I'm still procrastinating, can you tell? Okay, the first big step forward that needs to be made in the barn is we need to add electricity, because at the moment there is none. And it will be easier to work in here when there are lights. But for the moment, here is our slightly dark barn. It's being used a little bit as storage right now, mostly for the canoe. But we need to clear it out and get at least this wall and this wall covered. So here in the barn, we do have one nice stone wall, just that one back there, which one of the masons that we had in to do an estimate for the beams and the floor told us that he thought this stone wall had been refinished relatively recently, and that's why it looks so nice. The same cannot be said for that wall behind me, this wall behind me, or indeed this wall behind me. So we will be covering those with something. That's part of what I'm trying to decide today, is like, what do we cover them with based on how much square meters and how much per square meters different options will cost.
I have to say, I will be sad to cover this wall specifically because you can see there's the form of where there used to be a chimney in this wall. And it makes me sad to cover anything that gives a little architectural clue about the history of this space and what it was used for. But this whole wall is made out of a traditional local substance called pisé. That means that it's mostly compacted dirt and also maybe a little bit of animal manure in there. I'm not saying yes or no to that one, but there could be some manure in there. We'll just leave it at that. And that means that there are no stones to uncover in this wall, so it's not possible for it to be a beautiful stone wall because there just aren't stones in it. And it does need to be covered by maybe drywall, maybe plaster, maybe something else.
It is interesting though that that does tell us, because we know this chimney was here, that at some point they did want to heat this space. I don't know if this was ever lived in space because, like I said before, it was a dirt floor. But maybe at that period there were some people, like some farm hands or something like that, that were living in this space at least part of the year and wanting to heat it. Or maybe it was being heated for animals to live in. We know based on the feeding trough, that feeding trough right there, that this was an animal habitat. But maybe it was also used for different things. That's something I really love in working in this house, is just being able to discover, like literally discover history as we go along, what old spaces might have been used for, what is left in them to give us clues. And that's something that's going to be really fascinating when we start the abandoned house renovation. Not anytime soon, but at some point we will be renovating the abandoned, we think 18th century house that is connected to the barn. All right, now without further ado, I'm going to get to measuring. So I'm going to turn on, oh yeah, there we go. I mean, this screen does so many things. It's crazy. It's amazing how many features are on there. One of them that I really like is that I can measure something. Let's see if I can get my little laser dot going. Oh yeah, do you see it over there? I can push the button. It gives me my measurement, and it records it for later, which is very nice. I do not have to write things down. The surface area calculator. Oh yeah. So this is going to tell me basically what my walls are without me having to do math, which is ideal. So let's try to figure out what the surface of that wall over there is. Let's see if I can film myself and do a measurement at the same time. So I'm gonna take my handy dandy red dot. I love how visible that is. Look how much you can see it behind me. So let's put that red dot right behind me on the opposite wall. We're gonna beep it. Oh yeah, and it says 4.56 meters. Same thing, facing towards the ceiling. A surface area of 24.6 meters. So the other thing we need to worry about when we're thinking about square meters in the barn is windows. There are a lot of windows. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 windows, and a spooky door that the bats come out of at night. But we're not going to worry about the spooky door right now because I think we probably will be covering it, at least for the time being. Since it's attached to the abandoned house, we don't need the bat door. The bats have another door they can go out of. It's fine. So spooky door is not going into my calculations. So the only 2 windows I actually need to worry about are this one and that one. Fortunately, my X-Tape also has a traditional physical measuring tape, which is nice because sometimes you just want to whack it out and measure something fast. So, however, this window is particularly spidery. I don't really want to put my hand in that, so I'm going to use a little bit of a modern twist with my fancy green laser line. Look at that. Guys, I'm just so jazzed that there's a tool that I feel like I finally understand how to use, because normally I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm not saying that I have an idea what I'm doing with this, but after I read the instructions, it seemed clear, and I feel that I'm doing a good job. I'm just gonna, we're gonna put that over there. The laser allows me to not have to touch the spidery wall with my hands. Basically 1 meter by 1 meter 10. I think I will go back to fancy measuring for this one because I can. All right, window number 2, 2.29 square meters. So now that we've talked about the technical side of things, let's talk about the plan, the dream, and the future of this barn.
Okay, like I said, the plan is to cover 3 walls of the barn with a nice, flat, smooth, probably drywall surface. And hopefully that is going to come out looking something like this. This is my AI render that I created, and I cannot tell you guys how excited making these made me for this project. It looks so beautiful. If it comes out looking even half this gorgeous in real life, I am going to be so happy. So basically, we smoothed out the 2 walls that are a little trashy at the moment, and then added in the hoop and a little bit of ambient lighting. And oh my goodness, it's gonna be so beautiful. Let's do the same treatment to the other side of the barn. And honestly, it's not a huge amount of work that needs to be done. We need to do electricity in here, we need to do the wall covering, and obviously a big cleanup. But there's not a lot of distance between here, what it is now, and here, what it is hopefully going to become. The AI did replace the shutters and doors with a little bit nicer wood, which really inspired me because I hadn't thought about that, but we do need to do that, don't we? That's a must. I also adore how the LED strip lighting around the bottom of the walls looks, as well as the sconces lights on the walls. So I think we are going to be doing both of those in reality as well.
All right, so I think that is pretty much it for the barn. Let's head upstairs to the attic. All right, let's tackle the attic.
This attic spans the entire footprint of the house. It's basically like a top floor in the house. So it is going to be a very nice and spacious dance studio. The main project in here is covering up the insulation that you see here on the ceiling. Other than that, it's going to be mainly cleaning it up, giving it a coat of paint, maybe some putty, also installing the dance floor and the mirrors.
Yeah, basically we just need to put something over the insulation. That is probably going to be drywall. I feel that that would be the easiest way to deal with the insulation issue. Of course, the hard part is to put the drywall up there because drywall is heavy, and get it into place. So that's going to be a useful thing to know, of how many square meters are we looking at having to wrestle the drywall through. Once that is covered on both sides, the whole ceiling is going to be covered with something, we'll deal with the walls. In other words, this part, the lower part of the walls. We might put mirrors in there to have more mirrors. We might just cover them with something like drywall or putty and just smooth them out and paint them. I'm not sure yet. I want to see the ceiling covered before we make a decision on the lower part of the walls. First side, first half of the ceiling, 42.44 square meters.
The other half is a little smaller because we have a chimney in there, 39.7.
While I was crouching in the spidery corner over here, I just noticed this thing on the wall. I've never noticed that before. There's another one over here. Let's get closer. So I've never noticed these before. I have no idea what they are. They seem to be hooked up to a wire. So I don't know, maybe they were some kind of bell pull system. If you know what these are, please let me know because I'd be very curious to know what they are. I think I've got a pretty decent measurement for the ceiling space of the attic. So let's talk about the future of the attic.
Here is view number 1 of the attic. This side is the side where there's the door in the floor. And I think we're going to add in a little bit of a sitting and relaxing area, maybe with a sofa or a mini fridge to keep waters in. So this is what the AI thinks it will look like. This is kind of a similar situation to the barn in that we are not that far away, I say this now, from this result. But basically this is just having the ceiling covered, putting down the Marley dance floor, which we already have ready and waiting to go, putting in the mirrors, and then just painting, cleaning, making everything look good and nice and tidy, and removing the chimney column that's in the center of the floor, which is not used, so should be able to get out pretty easily. Here's the final angle of the attic we're going to look at today, and right there in the center, that's the chimney pipe that's going to go. But already, this is such a beautiful and atmospheric space, especially with the way the light comes in the windows. It's already gorgeous, and once it is cleaned up and finished, it is going to be stunning for dance or yoga or fitness classes or however we want to use this space. I cannot wait for it. In this space, I also really want to keep the beams visible. I think they're so gorgeous, and it also makes the space feel much bigger if they're visible. Also, the mirrors are going to make this space look infinitely bigger, which is going to be very nice. I am excited about that. So I think this is going to have a real glow up once it's nice and finished.
So maybe that gives you a better idea of what this will look like when it's finished. Before I go downstairs, as I always have to, I have to look at my favorite view in the entire house. Just look at that. This is going to be so stunning when we can dance up here, have a nice class, have a nice rehearsal, enjoy the space, and then sit next to this window, maybe with a cocktail, and just look out and see the sunset, just like right now. That is going to be magical. Well, I can't think of a better way to end the video than with that gorgeous view. And to be honest, I'm going to stay up here a little bit longer and enjoy it. So I'll just say, as usual, thank you for watching. And if you enjoyed this video, please do subscribe just down below. And if you're interested in the X-Tape, which I have to say, now that I've kind of used it a little bit, it is very easy to use and it has so many great features. If you're interested in one, there's a link down below to buy one, and there's a special promotion. It's a Father's Day promotion if you're looking for a gift for Dad, and you can get $60 back when you follow that link right down there. If it's after June, but you're still interested, you can always follow that link to get 10% off. So a big thank you to the people at Mileseey for sharing the X-Tape with me and putting me on something that is both useful and fun to use. And with that, I will see you guys next time.